What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? It's your boy Jay Howard, aka the official Georgia boy. Got my boy in the building, man. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. But first, we want to just welcome y'all to the J and B, the Talk of the South. I'm sorry, the Talk of the Dirty South show, man. So I'm gonna let my boy introduce himself.
You already know it's your boy, Bush the Great. You already know that Bush the Greatest. Um, we here to talk sport with you. What's going on, people? How everything going with you?
Yeah. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? I know we've been going for a little minute, but today what we want to talk about. We know we're a little late, but we want to talk about that pregame. I'm sorry, the preseason game that took place last week, and then we're gonna end up talking about the game that's happening tomorrow versus the Miami Dolphins. But first, we wanna welcome y'all to the show once again, man. Hey, tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe to the channel. Like, share, comment these videos, man, if you got something to say, because we always coming back. But we just want to welcome y'all to the J&B, the Talk of the Dirty South show, man. We finally got our logo up there, so y'all can see the logo. I kind of put it on the screen for y'all one more time, so y'all can see that thing. Hey, what's your guy name who made our logo, man? And,
My
shout
boy
him out.
Woods, my boy Woods. Hey, shout my boy Woods. Hey, stay. And next show, I'm gonna be wearing some of his gear and stuff for we can promote him. My boy Woods, he got a clothesline out, man. He do his thing. Hey, go support my boy. Stay 19. Stay 19. That's his
Yeah,
clothesline. His whole brand. Stay
yeah.
19.
Yeah, so shout out to my boy Wood, man. The logo look very nice. We wanted to go, we want to keep the color scheme going with the red, black, and white, but we also want to let y'all know what kind of show this is. So it's the J&B, the Talk of the Dirty South, man. The South got something to say. What Outcast them say? The South got something to say, and
The
we
side
about
got
to
something
talk
to
that talk.
say.
So we hope y'all love our logo. We look forward to one day having some gear, some merchandise with our logo on it, some items and all that good stuff, and maybe one day y'all will want to buy that thing. But the logo look nice, man. I gotta say it look real slick, man. Look real little slick little logo. But we just wanted to show y'all our logo, let y'all know, man, we in the building now. So let's talk some football. But first, before we get there, man, hey, shout out to everybody that's gonna support us, that's been supporting us, man. Like I said, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Come in if you got something to say, cause we gonna always come in back. But it's the J&B, the Talk of the South, man, the Talk of the Dirty South. So we want to just talk some football today, man. So let's jump right into it. We got a few, we want to talk about that preseason game last week, man. Tell me, just pretty much tell me your post game analysis after you watch the first time the Falcons on the field. What you get? What you see?
But I know a lot of people, a lot of fans, they kind of like disoriented about the Falcons because we lost again. The Tennessee Titans, who gonna be like our rival? Cause yeah, think about it. We got their head coach, and we traded one of our star players to them. So now they become a rival. Not only what I noticed too during that game, the Tennessee Titans actually picked up a couple of our players. They picked up our tight end, Stalk Lunted, well, Lunted Stalk, I forget his name, the tight end. Um, then they also picked up my boy Brian Hill. I always liked the Brian Hill. I always been a supporter of Brian Hill while he was with the Falcons. They also picked up him too, the running back. So we have a little rival thing going on right now. But my whole prospect of the game, I think the Falcons played pretty good. We had a decent game. We kind of showed what we need to work on. We didn't really get to see the starters out there. I think it was a smart move. We
Mhm.
pulled our sure players that we knew who gonna be starting out of the game. You know what I'm saying? We set them on the sideline to watch. But I think we played pretty good, and we actually seen what these young players can actually bring to the table. There's a couple players that I like on defense. Some I seen on offense, really not that much. I'm not gonna say I seen a couple that, but it's one guy I can't say on offense that I like. Hey, yo boy, you told me about him first. I think that boy Huntley gonna be a beast. Let's start with offense. Let's do offense. It's two players actually. Two. My bad. Two. Two. I gotta give up to Frank. the quarterback. He definitely seemed like he gonna be our second string for the next 2 years. Then after like the second year sitting on the sideline, he may be our starter. You know, he looked pretty good out there. He got out the pocket. He was throwing some decent passes down the field. And your boy, who you introduced me to, Hunting. Hey, Hunting seemed like a good running back. It seemed like he
Yeah.
gonna be great in the future. That's it. I think Hunting got the potential if he keep grinding the way he grinding and says process like the progress. I mean progress like he should. Hey, he gonna be Hunting gonna be that guy. That's what I see out the offense. I'm gonna get an offense side. Then I'm gonna pass to you and let you go ahead and tell the people what you think about what you seen during this preseason game.
All right. Yeah. So first, man. What I saw we got a lot of possible type of plays that we're gonna be able to call. We with Cordell Patterson, he's like a Swiss Army knife. He gonna be able to do a lot of stuff in this offense. So let's get to the offense. I guess the second string, which actually played the first half. Um, Horrible. The offensive line was horrible. They couldn't block. They couldn't block. Uh, 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 um, they couldn't block a damn uh, kid basketball and a kid goal if they were sitting on it. They couldn't block. They couldn't block anybody. So I can't really judge AJ McCarron right now because he wasn't. I mean, he was looking like Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. If your line ain't blocking, then what can you do as a quarterback? Also, your receivers not getting open. Nobody got open. Even the announcer was talking about like the receivers down the field can't get open. Nobody can separate. So you don't have nobody to throw to. The offensive line ain't giving you no time. You're not a running quarterback. And then secondly, the running backs, they can only do so much. Caleb Huntley, shout out to him. He was actually, running that rock. But Javian Hawkins couldn't really show what he could do. I don't really remember any other running backs out there. But I mean, all in all, the offensive line was terrible. We started Jalen Mayfield at the right tackle position. He was looking horrible. It just wasn't a good day for the second string offensive line. Also, anytime we did make a good play, penalties hurt us, man. Like every time we make a good play, Jalen Mayfield, he lined up in too far in the backfield, illegal formation. It was holding calls. It was just a lot of like stuff that just wasn't going our way. So the offense, they just wasn't good. But I did see a lot of positive as far as play calling. I definitely think play calling looked pretty good, especially without any game planning, without any like prepping for the game. We just pretty much was just going out there, but we didn't want to show too much because at the end of the day, it's a preseason game. You don't want to show your hand too early. But all in all, I think Arthur Smith running this offense gonna be different. As far as like standout players, like you said earlier, Caleb Huntley. I mean, I told you, I was like, man, I saw this man highlights. He's a bowling ball. Dude, look, to me, he reminded me of Michael Turner. Michael Turner was one of my favorite running backs in Atlanta because he was just so big and stout, but at the same time, he can blow past people. He can run through you, over you, wherever he had to do to get yards, he would do it. One thing that stuck out to me about Caleb Huntley, he made the fundamental plays. When I look at a running back, I don't care about you breaking a run to prove that you the man. What I care about, can you when the play break down, can you find the hole and go through it? It's not always about making the big play because the big play gonna come. But if you can make those fundamental plays, to me, that's what makes a running back. The running back is not judged based on how many yards you can get on the elusive type on a breakout play. It's about what can you do to sustain running plays. Like, can you go get some yards? Can you fight for yards? When the hole is there, can you burst through that thing and maybe even pick up 1 yard? You may only pick up 1 yard, but they knew you was there. They knew you was coming. So to me, Caleb Huntley looked good on that offense. He was the only bright spot when it came to the first half players. But that second half, to me on offense, Felipe Franks put on the show. Felipe Franks showed like, man, hey, I didn't have an offense. The offensive line still wasn't blocking good, but at the same time, he was the offense. He really what I want to see him be able to do more next time. And granted, receivers wasn't getting open. Offensive line wasn't blocking, so I definitely want to see his arm a little bit more. But I did see he can run that rock, and he's very safe with the ball. Like he's not gonna just throw it into harm's way. When he do throw it, there was one play where I want to say it was uh Chris Rowland, I want to say he was going across the middle, and Felipe Franks actually saw the safety coming down, and so he instead of Chris Rowland just sitting down waiting for the ball to get there, he continued to run. So it made it look like Felipe Franks threw it behind him, but actually Felipe Franks threw it in the I guess in the direction where he can still catch the ball and take the hit instead of running into the hit. So it showed that Felipe Franks is actually a good a quarterback that thinks, because that's what a quarterback has to do. He has to be able to throw the ball, but at the same time see the coverage, and try to protect his receivers as well from taking that big hit. So that really stood out to me. But his legs, for him to be 6'7", 234 pounds with speed like that, that's crazy, man. And so Felipe Franks really stood out to me. He really showed that he could be the backup to Matt Ryan. But of course, I want to see what he's going to do in this next preseason game. But for the first preseason game, he was one of the bright spots on this offense. So that's my analysis for the offense in the first half and second
Hey,
half.
hey, pretty good, man. You hit all the topic. Yeah, that play calling, and you could tell the difference between old coaching to what Arthur bring it to the table. He bring a lot to the table. He's showing we gonna run different things. And I think, my opinion, what I say, he didn't let the cat out of the bag. He got a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
He's just showing piece of it. He's
Yeah.
just showing people, hey, do what we can do. Even we not playing our best, that's what we can do.
Right.
Um, so
Yeah,
hey,
before you move on to the defense, also what definitely I like to see during the offensive times was Matt Ryan on the sideline. Even though he wasn't playing, he was hearing the play calls coming from Arthur Smith. So every time they call a play, Matt Ryan got the earphone in his ear, and then he'll take it out, and kind of like talk about what he would do in that situation. Him and Calvin really spoke about it. He said, when I heard the play, I would act like I'm in the game, contemplating in my head, like, what would I do in this situation? How would I run my route? And all that good stuff. They playing this stuff in their head because this is their first year with Arthur Smith as well. So that we all know they're gonna be the starters, but at the same time, to see them actually using that technique, that strategy to get ready for the season, even though they know they're not playing right now, that really speaks volume to me. That shows that they dialed in. They believe in Arthur Smith, and they want to go out there and play for him. So that's good leadership. That's leading by an example. And I think they gonna be ready. Hopefully they'll get to play this next game, but tomorrow. But yeah, I did like seeing that as well.
yeah, yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
was a good thing. They was on the sideline talking amongst each other and like, hey, they were talking. But let's
Yeah.
get to the defense.
Mm-hmm.
Defense, hey, the
Yeah.
defense, the defense is showing a different defense. I don't
Yeah.
know if people notice, but we doing a lot of blitzing. We doing a lot of different plays. Hey, these is actually out there working with them guys.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the guy that's stood out for me was Adrian. I don't want to get. I think I'm getting his name wrong.
Etheridge.
Yeah, Edgar. He stood out to me. The guy played an awesome game. Like, man, he was everywhere. This guy is a true goal getting player. This guy is all over the field. He in the backfield. He in the middle of the field. He on the sidelines of the but close to the sidelines. This guy is everywhere. He had a standout game to me. Um, we had the defense tackle who we picked up for Texas. He he had a decent game. He had an all right game, and I want to see more of him. But who stood out? And Marta Davis. Hey, we've been talking about Marta Davis for a while. We've been saying this is year to show what he can bring to the table. Last year, it was kind of messed. Didn't have a training camp. Of course, COVID popped, the COVID thing, and he caught COVID. Then dealing with COVID, then injured, and wasn't able to be with a team like that. When he did play, he 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 really didn't show what we wanted to see. But hey, during this preseason game, he actually will move around and will get after it. Hey, Marta Davis, I can see him being a big impact into the defense. Marta Davis really showed up to play,
Mm-hmm.
and as people can see for our defense gonna be blitzing. We gonna do a lot of blitzing. We can see we gonna blitz a lot. And P said at the beginning, he gonna blitz anybody. He don't care what position you are. You
Yep.
gonna blitz, and he showed he gonna blitz. And we seen some good hits that came from safeties and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, the defense, I think the defense is a bit step up. I think we got the top five defense if we keep pushing forward like we pushing now. I'm gonna go ahead and claim it. I think we gonna be in the top five of defense. Cause I think we got some good playmakers out there. That linebacker position, we got some good players out there that can play. So I want to hear your input on it. But I think we got a great defense this year.
Hey, I like the boldness that you said. You know, top five defense. I'm calling it right now. Like, hey, I talk bold like that too. I'm letting everybody know we having a top five defense in this league, man. This year we will have a top five defense. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you what I seen that I never seen from the Falcons when Dan Quinn was here. First, Pease was calling some defenses. He was sending blitzes from everywhere. Cornerbacks was blitzing, safeties was blitzing, linebackers, anybody that was on the field was blitzing. Secondly, when the receivers was catching the ball, we was right there. It wasn't a lot of rack yardage, which is receiving yards after catch. It wasn't a lot of that. It was a lot of, okay, you may have caught the ball, but we tackling you right then on the spot. And we didn't see that with Dan Quinn. A lot of times we would see a receiver catch the ball, he wide open. We probably won't get to him until he's 20 yards down the field. So now I get to see a sense of urgency from this defense. Some players that stood out to me, of course, Marlon Davidson. Come on, man. Like, I feel like I told y'all, if Marlon Davidson can step up this year, he gonna be on that field. Marlon Davidson had a great game. Etheridge, I don't know his first name, but that linebacker number 48, he was the best player in the game that night. Like, he was everywhere and he played the whole game. When they say the Falcons got the number one linebacker court, I can see it because Etheridge, that guy, I don't know what we got. Etheridge, was he undrafted? I think he was undrafted. I don't
I
remember. I
want to
don't
say
remember drafting him.
if he went undrafted, we got him in the late round, like fifth, sixth. He was
Wherever we got that guy, man. Hey, that whoever scouted him to see that talent, we got something in Etheridge. What I love about Etheridge is that he's a headhunter. We have that in Foyer Lilcorn, but we don't have that in Deion Jones. What I mean by headhunter, he don't wait till the play to come to him. He go get the play. He go attack and go find the running back. He go find the ball. Deion Jones is not really good at block shedding, so a lot of times he tries to beat you with his finessing. He tries to run sideline to sideline, but if you run the play right at Deion Jones, you're gonna get Deion Jones. But with Foyer Lilcorn and it seems like what Etheridge is able to do, they don't wait until the play run. If you run at them, they running at you. They running at you to get you first. And so that's what I like about that linebacker, Etheridge. He's like another Foyer Lilcorn, and he looks like a linebacker. He looks like a linebacker. So I love what I saw out of Etheridge. Next, Jalen Hawkins. He stepped up, man. He was playing safety. He was killing the game. He was everywhere. He was making tackles, open field tackles. He was playing coverage. That's what I wanted to see out of Jalen Hawkins. Jalen Hawkins looked like he not coming to just lay down and sit another year. He trying to get on that field. Um, another defensive player that stuck out to me was I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Ogundeji. Ogundeji. The guy we got out of Texas that you talked about before. That dude, man, he's a beast. He's a beast. Number 92 was doing his thing. He was everywhere on the field. He got to the quarterback. I think he even got a sack. We was able to get to the quarterback, put pressure on the quarterback, stop the run. We was doing a great job on the defense. Really, the game looked like it got out of hand, but when you really look at it, the only way the defense gave up those touchdowns was because the offense turned over the ball. I think AJ McCarron threw an interception. I want to say he fumbled or somebody. Yeah. I forgot how they got into the red zone both times. But the defense stood up one time where they made them settle for a field goal. So at the end of the day, the defense showed up. The defense definitely showed up the whole game. It's just the offense couldn't put up no points. Defense eventually they got tired because they was on the field a lot, But I don't see that happening with our starters like that, especially with the starting defense as well. But all in all, man, the defense looked good. Dean Pease looked like he gonna have this defense ready. We ran a lot of 3-4. Which I feel like that plays into Marlon Davidson's hands. He looked good at the defensive tackle position. Also, what I saw in DNP's defense, everybody lining up on different sides. If you play right side defensive tackle, you moving to the left side as well. If you're on the left end, you moving to the right side as well. Cornerbacks moving. We didn't see like a stagnant type defense what Dan Quinn used to have where, okay, AJ Terrell, you on this side, you don't travel, you play the right side. Like we didn't have, I saw a lot of switching. I even saw TJ Green playing some cornerback. He played cornerback and he played a little safety. We need that. We need that type of defense where you never know how we gonna adjust our defense to what you do. So whatever you're doing, we're gonna adjust our defense, and I like that because Dan Quinn could never do that. He can never make in-game, adjustments, and that's why we used to lose a lot of times in the second half because we didn't know how to adjust. We couldn't. So Dean Pease just brought a different attitude to this defense, man. They was out there hitting. They wasn't giving up. They wasn't giving up big plays like that. So, and this just the second string and third string. Imagine when them starters get out there, what you gonna get? So, and then also Dean Pease didn't show his hand that much either. He was blitzing up the A gap a lot, but he didn't show a lot of the stuff that he can show that he will show on week one. He will, he will be in his bag. But all in all, the defense looked awesome, man. Everybody came to play on that defense, and I really felt like we had a good showing on that defense.
Yeah, definitely that defense, man. Mm-hmm. Hey, big up to that defense.
Yeah.
Of course, I want to see Marta Davis out there, with the starters. I can't wait to see that. He out there with Father, with Grader. I want to see that, cause man, they gonna kill the game. Mm-hmm. Then our linebacker core is amazing. The linebacker core is so amazing.
Right.
Like, and it pick up to what Howard said earlier. He was asking about Adrian, was he drafted or not? No, he was undrafted. Undrafted guy who we picked up. Undrafted. And This guy is already showing potential what he can do in the league. Mm-hmm. On our defense. Cause you say can't move him to another defense and think he gonna be the same. This on a defense system. Of course, Walker, like I've been saying earlier, he gained 20-some pounds of muscles.
That's another one.
Out there head.
He look good.
Our defense, and what a lot of people need to realize that if you remember the Bucks last year, who carried them, it wasn't the offense. A lot of people try to get up for the offense, like the offense was so amazing. Bucks offense was not that good. It was the defense that carried them. Mm-hmm. If it wasn't for that defense, the Bucks would have never made it to the Super Bowl. Right. Or the playoff, I don't think.
Right.
They defense made them. So what a lot of people kind of question about the Falcons, oh y'all lost. Hey, y'all only seen a small ticket of that defense, and people can see how good that defense was that night,
Right.
were that night. So I'm telling you, that defense carried the ball game, and the Falcons have a awesome defense.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
course, man, a good game. A lot of people kind of said the upside down way, but if you pay attention to the players and how they played, then you can definitely see the potential in these players, especially
Yeah.
when we get our starter offense out there.
Right.
We get our starter offense out there, definitely gonna see the difference. And of course, we got a game come up this. Well, the fact got a game come up this Saturday against the Dolphins. Um, hey, who you looking forward to seeing out there?
So before we go to the second game, I want to talk about that special teams. Chris Rowland. I mean, he was putting the offense in good field position. And also Avery Williams got back there and returned kicks. They both look good. They both look like we gonna have a return game back. We haven't had one of them since Devin Hester. So it's
Yeah,
been a long time since we had a real return man. And we already know Cordell Patterson most likely is going to be the return man. But we definitely got some depth at that position. So I definitely shout out to them. Chris Rowland had a good game.
yeah, for
And
sure.
also Avery Williams, he had a pretty good game. He even on defense, he
Hey,
played. He batted down a few balls and stuff.
he
So
gonna be he
he
gonna
had a
be
good
a good cornerback
right.
in
He
the
had he
future.
had a good
I can see
showing
him
as well.
working
Mm-hmm.
and being a good cornerback. Like this year, he probably gonna get some playing time, here and there.
Right.
But I could say in the next 2 years, if he keep going and get the right mindset, I could definitely
Right.
see him being like the one of our top cornerbacks. Cause he a good size, good
Mm-hmm.
speed, and it seems like he got a decent IQ. It's just
Yep.
um he just didn't get the the right school. I feel he went to a decent school, but he just didn't get to play the elite players. You know what I'm saying? Then with
Mm-hmm.
COVID stuff, but I think if he keep on going, he definitely gonna be a good player
Yeah.
coming up. A young
So
rookie.
yeah.
Hey, I can
Right.
see. I think he like 6 feet even.
Mm-hmm.
A good speed on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he gonna be good.
Yeah. Also, we got to see Kendall Sheffield play. I think
Hmm.
Isaiah Oliver was out there. I know none of the starters like Fabian Moore. I don't think he played. DeQuest
Yeah.
Denard didn't play. Do we still have DeQuest Denard?
I don't think we. I ain't see him. I
Because
ain't see
I,
him,
I
man.
don't
I
think
ain't
he
see him
he
on the
may not be on the
sideline now.
team no more. He may not be on the team no more. But yeah, we got to see some of those players get playing time. But my question is, if Etheridge go, I mean, I feel like even if Etheridge don't have a good, I feel like Etheridge gonna make this team.
Oh, he
But I
definitely.
feel like you got a competition at that linebacker position because you can't carry all them linebackers because you still got Brandon Copeland who pretty good with Etheridge with Foyer Lilquan, Michael Walker, and Deion Jones. That's five linebackers. Are we gonna carry five linebackers or like
I say. I say we gonna carry 5. I think we really gonna carry 5, especially with P defense. Cause he loves switching up. He love going to the 4-3. He love going to the 3. Like he switch up a lot.
mm-hmm,
So I can see him carrying all the linebackers. Of course, I think Copeland probably gonna play sometime. He gonna be out of him or Edge, cause I don't 'cause how Edge played last game.
mm-hmm,
Well, the preseason, our first preseason game, um, man, that guy, it seemed like he a beast. He hungry. Now,
right,
now Copeland good. I like him, but he also a very too. He at his peak where he gonna start downgrading. Edge on the other end, he a young player. I think he like 22, something like that, or
mm-hmm,
21, 21, 22. He a young
mm-hmm,
player.
right,
He got nothing but a future ahead of him. So I think you definitely gonna keep all the linebackers cause you can kind of switch them linebackers and have them playing here and there at the same time. We can play a lot of defenses. Well, it's on the two cornerback and two safeties and number at linebackers and ends on the field. I think we're gonna keep all our linebackers because you got great line. This one of like we heard them talk about it before. Falcons got one of the best linebacker core out there. Their preseason, and we didn't get to see the other players like you know what I'm saying. We didn't get to see Jones, a little corner like that and stuff. But with Walker and all that, and we seeing them playing, I think we're gonna have one of the top linebacker core. Like you, you gonna have to be careful throwing over the middle. You're gonna have to be careful running, cause we got some headhunters out there. As I said before, Walker did not gain 20 pounds of muscle for nothing. He already can tackle. Now they got a 20-pound heavy with number muscles. This guy is coming after him. He in and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
then a little corner, you already know what he can do. He a good tackle. He a good coverage. He's just the whole package to me.
Right.
Walker, not Walker. I mean Jones. Jones is a good coverage. He just don't know I hit the gap like a little corn, Walker, and Edrum and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we're gonna keep all of them. I think we're gonna
I can,
keep
I can,
all the linebacker core. I can definitely see that.
yeah, yeah, I can see that as well. But yeah, so let's go ahead and switch gears, man. Let's go to this upcoming preseason game. The Atlanta Falcons are at the Miami Dolphins tomorrow at 7 p.m. What are you looking forward to seeing? Like, what do you want to see out there?
Of course, um, I want to see the starters play because we only got three preseason games. So I definitely want to see Pitts on the field. I definitely want to see Russell Gage on the field. Those two players I want to see on the field because I want to see how Pitt going to play in the NFL game with all the lights on them. And Gage, I definitely want to see Gage. I want to see how he play. Darvin, he didn't have a very good game last week, but I do want to see him in the starting role in the starting like in the starter like Matt Ryan throwing to him. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that. I want to see how he react to Matt Ryan. Him and Matt Ryan connect and stuff. I want to see the running back Mike. I want to see how I want to see how he do a little bit. Even though we already kind of know on what Mike Davis could do, I still want to see him with the starter offensive line. I definitely want to see the starter offensive line. See how they react to plays and see how they produce out there on the field. I definitely want to see that. Um, on defense, well, let's just talk about offense right now. That's what I want to see on offense. I want to see like everybody on offense play. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get that feel of the offense. Cause the offense last week, the first preseason game, they really didn't give me a good feeling. So I definitely want to see the starter of the offense. I want to see them get a couple reps in, then get them out of there because we don't want to get the starters hurt. But I do want to see Matt Ryan throw to Pitts. I want to see Matt Ryan throw to Gage. I want to see Matt Ryan throw to on Darvin. I know what he can do with Redden. We've seen that. I just want to see him throw to them guys there. That's what I want to see.
Okay, yeah. For me, I definitely want to see the starters get some time. Um, and it ain't got to be a lot of time. I just want to see what we have. Get them boys loose. Also, I'm trying to pull up something right now where Arthur Smith was mic'd up at the training camp practice. I want to say yesterday, and he got mad at the players. Man, he got mad. The third, I don't know if it was the second stream or the third stream out there, but whoever it was, they were out there celebrating because they got 2 yards. In a training camp practice, and they celebrating like they done scored a touchdown. And Mike and Arthur Smith was like, "What y'all doing? he using a few explicit words, but he like, you ain't did nothing. You only got 2 yards. That's expected of you. And he just wasn't having that, man. And to me, that shows a lot because we haven't had that in a while. We haven't had a coach that's rah rah, that's gonna let you know how he feel and ain't gonna care too about it. Dan Quinn, he got to a point where the players didn't fear him. It was like, okay, Dan Quinn just talking. But this guy, he like don't play no games. Like he's a player's coach. But at the same time, when he mean business, he mean business. And we've been lacking that for a long time. So that already let me know that Arthur Smith gonna have this team turning around, because we have gotten to a point where we believe that, as long as we go out there and play hard, it's good. We good. But Arthur Smith saying, no, that's not the expectation. We going out here to win. We ain't going out here to try to win, or play not to lose. We going out here to win. And we need to show, and we need to play every play as if it's our last play. And so I love that attitude out of Arthur Smith. I feel like we need that because these players got too spoiled. So, but like I said, I'm looking for the starters to get out there and give us something. See what Mike Davis can do. I'm ready to see some gadget. Well, we probably ain't gonna see no gadget plays by Cordell Patterson yet because he don't want to expose his hand. But also I want to see that defense. I want to see that defense go out there and show us something. Let us see a little something. Just to get their feet wet, get back used to football. You hitting now. Last year we didn't have a preseason. We didn't have a training camp. I think we had a preseason. We didn't have a training camp. So this they chance, to just go out there and just have a little time on the field. AJ Terrell looking good this year. They say every practice he making plays. So I definitely want to see him get a little action. Calvin Ridley look like can't nobody stop him. And training in the combined practice that they had with the Miami Dolphins the past 2 days, Calvin Ridley was scorching Xavier Howard. Xavier Howard's supposed to be one of the best cornerbacks in the league, and Calvin Ridley making this man look like he can't guard him. So that lets me know that Calvin Ridley is ready to step up and be that number one guy. Kyle Pitts, I want to see him get on the field. Let's see what we got in him. I want to see that offensive line as well. I'm gonna be paying attention because I heard that they're gonna move Jalen Mayfield to the left guard position. I think Caleb McGarry should be able to play this preseason game at the right tackle. But I want to see Jalen Mayfield. I want to see if he can bounce back from that horrendous performance last week. He was the main one, man. If you don't want your quarterback getting sacked, draft me. Okay, you need to go out there and prove it. Because last week you gave up a sack. So like, what you gonna go out there and do this week? So I definitely want to see that, and I also want to see Felipe Franks. Can he deliver the same type of performance that he did last week? Will AJ McCarron, actually put up a competition? Will he put up a fight against Felipe Franks? Because right now Felipe Franks winning. Also I want to see what Caleb Huntley can do again, and I want to see some Javian Hawkins. I've been hearing a lot of people raving about him. I didn't get to see him when I went to the training camp practice, and I definitely didn't get to see him in the preseason game because he really would. It's like he didn't even play. So I want to see what he can do. Going out there. Also, we brought in that running back, Dante Foreman. I want to say a big power dude. I saw him play last week.
Yeah, he played with the Tennessee. I want to say.
Yeah, because he played for us, right?
Huh?
He played for us, right?
Yeah, he played for now, but he played for the Tennessee Titans.
But he got a little time on the field last week, and he looked like he could be a power back as well. But I want to see that offensive line put together some blocks. I want to see the receivers. Frank Darby, you got to step up, bro. You was talking all that smack. You got to be able to back it up. You got to go out. You saying you gonna set the tone and all that. Let me go out. Let me see it. Give me that same energy. So I definitely want to see. I want to see the starters, and I want to see a lot of those backup players that's trying to fight for some positions. Like, let me see y'all battle that thing got, man. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. I feel like we should be able to, come out with a dub. I think we had a better team. But like I said, it's the preseason. Who cares if we win or lose? What I want to go out there, what I want to see us do is go out there and put up a fight. Go out there and show some stuff. Like, don't go out there and lay down because you ain't gonna make it on this team.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
definitely, like you said, I want to see the starters in rotation. Not too much, just a little bit. Just show us what you got. Mm. Then Martin Davis, I definitely want to see him on field. I definitely want to see that defensive tackle from Texas. I'm not gonna try to say his name, but I definitely want to see him from Texas. I definitely want to see him on the field this week, and um I want to see a more Grant and Hawkins. You know, I want to see what they bring. Of course, we brought Harris and Dermon, and then
Mm-hmm.
they veterans. They up there in age. We only
Yep.
brought them in for this year, I think. Probably this year, probably next year, but I think for this year only. But we can get Hawkins and Grant
Right.
um vibing together. The last game I seen both of them, they did pretty good. I want to see them in this game. I want to see them on the field together, playing together, and trying to build some camaraderie together between the two. Cause I
Right.
think both of them can have the potential to be great safeties.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I want to see who start on the other side of AJ Terrell. We need to go ahead and try to certify who gonna start on the other side of AJ Terrell.
Right.
Then, like you said, about Redding, a lot of players been praising on Redding.
Mm-hmm.
Mick said that Redding had one of the best route runner ever he ever seen.
Right.
And I believe that, like Redding is that guy for us. You know, I definitely want to see. Um, we already talked about Gage and Derby because I definitely want to see them. But I want to see that cornerback who we gonna start on the other side of AJ Terrell. Cause on the certified cornerback that we got that we know they're gonna start is
Mm-hmm.
AJ Terrell.
Mm-hmm.
I want to
Yep.
see who gonna be that guy. Who going to be that guy starting on the other side of AJ Terrell? I'm thinking gonna be Sheffield, but Sheffield have to step up. Like Sheffield, I think he'll okay DB. He just need to get more IQ of that cornerback position for the NFL.
Right.
Um, but hey, we got some good players out there. I'm still waiting to see that starters. Who most likely they think they're gonna start? I want to see them on the field. I want to see them do a couple reps together. I want to see them hold it down together this next preseason game because we only got three this year,
Right.
only three. So this is our second one that coming up this Saturday. We got to get the starters some rep in for they can vibe together off of this contact and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then
I'm really
the week after that, of course, the starter should play a little more, not too much, cause we don't want to get them hurt. But let's definitely get them in, cause I definitely want to see the starters.
right.
But I really think we got a good team, especially on defense, man. Defense
Mm-hmm.
alone, our defense is is solid. We just
Right.
need to work on our offense, and our offense is good. It's just the offensive line. I feel like that we need to work at. That's the only spot that I see that have a weakness in the Falcons that they can't make it now and make it all the way
Mm-hmm.
is the offensive line. Every other spot, I don't see why we can't be there. People probably talk about a cornerback or the DBs. I'm put the safety and the cornerback together because people always talk about both of them. But I feel like we got a good DB core.
Right.
Like a lot of people sleeping on them. We got a good DB core. They
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah. We
It's
definitely
the
do.
offensive line we need to work on.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, that's my take on the game, man. That's our pregame analysis. Going into this next preseason game. I like what I see so far, and I can't wait to see what we're gonna look like this week. Uh, you know, um, and I think the Falcons should, if they can stay healthy. The main thing is coming out of this training camp healthy. Shout out to the Atlanta Falcons for all of the players and the organization is 100% fully vaccinated, which is a good thing because that's not going to hinder us from playing any games or practicing and all that good stuff. So shout out to the Atlanta Falcons for being the first organization to become 100% on COVID vaccines. You know, a lot of the players, they had to put, for you to do that, that means you had to put your beliefs to the side. You know, it showed that we're a team that's dialed in. Everybody's is in, and so that makes me happy. You know, so shout out to them for doing that. But yeah, man, I can't wait to see the game tomorrow. We're gonna definitely try to do a post game analysis after the game tomorrow, maybe Sunday. You may catch us tomorrow, most likely after the game, immediately after the game. But so we don't keep y'all waiting for a long time. But yeah, man, that's all I have. Unless you got something else to say, man, let's go ahead and end this thing.
Hey, shout out to Arthur Blanks too. A lot of people don't know that Arthur Blanks is open. He hired, well, he paying out his pocket. He hired on profession to come in to teach the urban youth how to actually learn about the government system,
Right.
about the system we got in place for the government. That means how to vote, whip, um, position hold, this or
Mhm.
do that. He
Right.
actually doing that in the urban youth community. So people
Right.
who don't know about Arthur Blank, he doing a lot for a lot of people. Not just this particular people or that particular. Arthur Blank is a great person and a great leader for what
Yeah.
I could see.
All right, man. We
So
got
shout out.
we got to make a shout out, man. We got my boy Slither in the building. Slither from YouTube, man. One of my favorite YouTube content creators. One of the first guys I started following. He's an Atlanta Falcon content creator, man. So he dropped in and gave us some comments that I want to talk, read about. So Sports Live in the ATL, man. Hey, shout out to Slither, man. But he said, "Hey guys, I don't gauge anything on preseason win or loss. The fact from what I have seen is we fix the defense just too good. I guess he said we fix the defense good and we will win games and make the playoffs. The defense is worse than the O line. Hold on. He said the defense is worse than the O line because was because we were scared enough to win 6 more games last season. The defense cost us all of those 6 games: Cowboys, Bears, Lions, Chargers, Chiefs, and Bucks game one period. I would be streaming the game, but win or lose, it won't affect anything about the regular season. Favorite, wow, that's thanks, my dude. I just say what I feel. Yeah, man. Hey, we totally agree with you. Like the preseason don't mean nothing. What I look at from the preseason is who, what talent do we have? What young talent can we discover? Them diamonds in the rough. And also I just want to see, the players show that they dialed in. And I think the preseason just definitely don't really give you anything. It just give us an insight of what we could potentially do. But nobody's going to show their hand as well. So yes, it doesn't tell you what we're going to do in the regular season. I definitely think the Falcons can make the playoffs this year if we go out there and play Falcon football. We have talent on this team, and I definitely think we're gonna be able to show that this year because we have a different voice in the locker room. Arthur Smith brings a different culture. He brings a different attitude to this locker room that we haven't had in a long time. So for me, I think just with us having Arthur Smith and Dean Pease as our defense and offense coordinator and head coach, I think that's just gonna give us that's gonna give us a few more games more than we won last year anyway, just off the muscle. But yeah, man, hey, we appreciate you for dropping in. Like I said, one of the goats when it comes to the Atlanta Falcons YouTube content creators. He been doing it for a long time, man. He said, keep repping the Falcons, both of you. If you want to gauge talent, if you want to gauge talent, wow, they sucked last week. Can't get any worse. LOL. Make sure both of you comment under a video or stream of mine so I can find you and my people can find you. Oh yeah, please, man. Definitely. We gonna I be dropping in, sometimes, but I'm gonna definitely drop in a little bit more. Me and my boy Bush. We just started our this new show. It's called J and B, the talk of the dirty South, man. We try to talk about all the teams, but right now we focusing on the Falcons. But we will drop in and show some love. Appreciate you for showing love to us, man. But yeah, we're gonna definitely drop in. I got my notifications on, so when you go live, I know. So hey, we appreciate you once again, man. You got anything to say to Slitter?
Hey man, appreciate it, bro, for dropping in. Same time, yeah, I understand. Last year, hey, but this a different team this year. New coaches, new players. We got a lot of different players that put in place. Last week, yeah, hey, but at the same time, we get in our mode. But hey, it Falcons all day and every day. You know what I'm saying? We gonna rep it. I don't care what happened. We always gonna rep it. But
Mm-hmm.
hey, we definitely gonna make that playoff. I think we gonna make. I know we gonna. Ain't think. I know we gonna make that playoff. We definitely gonna make that playoff this year.
Right.
So
He
hey,
he also said thanks Bush advice, keep it consistent, have a purpose, and listen to your people. He said, I would do what I can to thank for you. Thank you. And he sent the smiley face. Hey, yeah, we appreciate that, man. We're gonna keep growing. We just starting out. So, this my boy Bush. This is first, show. I got the fan of Atlanta 365. It'll be still going, but right now this is our new platform, the JMB, the talk of the dirty South, and so my boy Bush, man, he new to this thing and he gonna continue to get better, and just like we both gonna continue to get better, we're gonna better each other. But like I said, man, we appreciate the advice, appreciate their support, and we gonna definitely be tuning in to that Slither this season, man. So we're gonna drink. Actually, Slither, I know you a beer man. We're gonna have to drink a beer with you one good time. We're gonna have to get together one good time. He said, I will do a video shout out for you this week. Can I use a clip from your videos? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Hey, definitely take a clip. Let everybody know. We do have to set up our YouTube channel. We haven't set that up yet. So right now we're streaming live on my Fan of Atlanta 365 platform and also my Facebook page. But once we get our YouTube channel going and also get us our Facebook page going, we're gonna definitely be streaming live in that. So, but yeah, definitely take whatever you need, man, from the channel. He said, sure, cheers. Laugh my ass off. Yeah. But yeah, man. But yeah, so we definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. It's been a good little show. We sorry, like I said, we apologize that we pretty much a week late on giving this pregame and postgame analysis from the first game, but we definitely gonna make sure that this after tomorrow we will immediately come and do a video and give y'all some post-game analysis, man. We're gonna keep this thing rolling, man. So we hope that y'all, as we grow, y'all grow with us, man. Help tell a friend to tell a friend, tell everybody about the show, man. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your dog, tell your cat, tell your snake, tell your rat, and throw in your pet turtle if you got one, man. Tell everybody about the show. So I'm gonna let my boy take us out, man.
hey man, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. I appreciate the comments. I keep on supporting, share. Like my boy Howard say, tell a friend, tell a friend. Hey, we're gonna keep this thing going. We appreciate it. We're gonna keep talking sports. We're gonna keep supporting the Falcons. Hey, all Georgia team, be honest. We support all Georgia team. Hey, we Georgia till the day we die. Hey,
Yes, sir.
appreciate everything. Hey, man. Good show, man.
Hey, yeah. I'm out of here, man.